Oh gosh, do the chickens come home to roost or what? For those of you who don't know, there is a degenerate leftist Twitch streamer, content creator. He's been on Fresh and Fit several times to debate simple biological facts like hypergamy and deny other aspects of reality that are objectively realizable and basic fact, but of course violate the leftist ethos and hive mind. And I'm referring to the cuck that is Destiny. Yes, that's right. He lets other men plow his wife. Yeah, anyway, moving on. This guy blocked me on Twitter. I'll provide a screenshot. He's widely advertised his cuckery and used it as some sort of, I would say, crafted weapon to attack red pillars with, saying, look, I have a hot wife, even though he doesn't really have her because it's an open relationship, including on her end, so he literally lets other men. And this is all while he attacks people like Myron, people like Andrew Tate, while being short with dyed blue hair. I want you guys to understand this. This guy is a cuck. He has dyed blue hair, he's short, and he's a liberal. Now, this might be too much for you to believe, but that's what we call a pattern. His wife, I hesitated to even call her a wife because was she ever really his wife? Has left him. Oh, this is where it gets brutal. This is where it gets brutal and fulfilling at the same time. His wife left him for, quote, a toxic guy. Oh no! Oh no, they can't stop taking L's, the people that deny reality. But hypergamy doesn't exist. Women don't like to date up and across those economic hierarchies. She couldn't respect you. In order for a woman to love you, a woman can only be loyal to one man. In order for her to love you, she has to admire and respect you. How could she respect this face, bro? How could she admire this face when she knows that this is the face that allows her to be with other men? I can guarantee this, whenever she's with another guy, she's thinking, this is a test. I'm shit testing Destiny, hoping that he's going to put up a boundary and say, I'm not going to put up with this. Because secretly inside the mind of a woman, that is exactly what they want. They want men to put up boundaries in order to save them from themselves. And before you think that's going too far, that's exactly what he admitted in his leaked messages from Discord. Dude, Discord is such a cancerous platform in the first place. Nothing ever good seems to come of Discord. But this is some of his leaked messages talking about how Melina, his wife, has left him. I don't even know who he's talking to. Here you can see him begging for therapy, saying, I'll have a small convo about this when she gets back. Oh, she ran off with this toxic guy from Norway or Sweden. But the last 2 months have been a massive mindfuck for me, watching her become obsessed with a toxic, abusive guy. Oh no. It's not just the fact that she ran off with a guy that embodies every single way he's wrong about reality and constantly gets bullied by other people for being wrong about reality. It's that the number 1, 2, and 3 ways people would go after him and mock him and just completely own him would be by saying, you let other men fuck your wife, your opinion's irrelevant. Guys, this is what liberals look like. Oh, not that liberal. That's for a different video. This is what liberals look like. You can see this poor broken man is trying to cope. This proves every point I've ever made. Actually, it proves the inverse point of everything you've ever said. If you watch any of the videos of you on Fresh and Fit, this literally invalidates what you've said. You are a sad, short, low testosterone, beta cuck, literally, with blue hair. Your woman inevitably left you because women cannot respect a creature like that. I remember, this must have been back in, I was in high school when I first discovered Destiny. I watched some sort of interview of him. Remember with that doctor there was this doctor on Twitch that would go around interviewing people. He was like from Harvard or whatever, and he interviewed Destiny. And I was in high school at this point. And guys, Destiny's had a really hard life. He grew up without a good father figure. He grew up without a proper family. So I understand to a large extent why he's broken. But that doesn't change the fact that he purports this broken ideology onto other men, which is doing massive harm. And that's why we have to mock this. That's why we have to mercilessly mock men that are purporting matrix lies and attacking and slandering men that embody impressiveness and excellence, which actually lead men out of darkness and into a place where they can not be enslaved by the Matrix. Now, you can see him here. If I could only express myself better and iron out some of the boundaries, but it's hard for me to ask for anything if I've been a pushover for so many years. This is oh, dude. And he blocked me, bro. He blocked me on Twitter months ago for calling him out for this exact problem. Oh, the chickens have come home to roost, dude. Apparently the toxic guy gave him an ultimatum to apparently the toxic guy gave his wife an ultimatum to divorce him and she left. Oh no. Oh, that's brutal. Is your hair still blue? Is it still blue? Oh no. Guys, I want you to compare. I seriously want you to compare people right now, okay? And I'm specifically talking about what men are being assaulted with daily in all the propaganda programming, from everything that's on Netflix to Amazon Prime to HBO to the subtle messaging to deranged blue hair feminists on your college campus calling masculinity toxic. This is what you have to realize. Your choices can destroy you. Choose well. Look at this. Who would you rather be? Beta, pathetic, blue-haired, short, low-testosterone cuck whose wife leaves you, or Andrew Tate, who has endless, hot supermodels begging to have his children daily, writing him love letters with 30-plus supercars, and respected universally by men in every city on Earth? Who would you rather be? You only have one life, and all the forces, the external forces, from entertainment to the education system, which is just indoctrination camps at this point. Even the higher education systems, we now have confirmed, we have confirmed proof that they are just indoctrination camps. Harvard, Penn, and MIT have all admitted that genocide doesn't violate their school policy. So even the higher institutions are compromised. Only you can make the choice that will better your life. The Matrix wants you to be weak. The Matrix wants you to be pathetic, weak, beta, feminine. Oh yes, I love feminism. I'm a feminist. Andrew Tate's bad. Or you can choose a better life. Men's lives have always meant to be war. We've always had to struggle. Before I realized how advanced this woke mind virus in the form of Marxism had become, I thought that was behind us, that was behind humanity, that I wouldn't have to deal with that. But the world is still presenting existential struggles for men. You must resist the slave mind. You must resist the degenerate programming of Marxism that wants you to end up like Destiny, a laughingstock for all time. This is going to define the rest of his life. Before this, he was already a laughingstock because of what other men did to his wife. But now, it's over. There's literally no recovery from this, and every single choice he has made has been the wrong one. Every single ideological investigation he has conducted when even attempting to vet ideas has failed. He is a failure. So you must choose. Would you rather be this? Or would you rather be this? The answer is simple, guys. The answer is simple. Oh, that's unfortunate too. Yeah, Mark Hamill wants to take your guns, by the way. Yeah, big surprise. In light of his recent objective wrongness.
A girl going in Kansas City is like getting flown out to Dubai.
Yeah, she is, bro.
No.
I guarantee you somebody gets flown tonight.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even plan this. Oh no, and that's...
A girl going in Kansas City is like getting flown out to Dubai.
Yeah, she is, bro.
No.
I guarantee you somebody gets flown tonight.
That's exactly what happened to his wife. Literally poached off of him for being a low-value cuck.
You're coping, man.
I just want to hear, for the record, for you three to answer this, what percentage of
he thinks he's going to own them here. Oh my gosh, we're going to own Fresh and Fit with the red pill, even though they literally have read the Rational Mail?
College women do you think are being flown around the world? I want to hear from all
three. If I have to argue, I
want to hear.
Off of like probability-wise, if I argue,
that's, by the way, that's a low IQ thing to say from the get-go, because the question is how many attractive women who are on Instagram are being flown out, not total number of women. That would be an irrelevant statistic.
You genuinely think that the girls here want to be with the average man? I know you've seen the Courtney Ryan videos, and don't equate this like, oh, Miami girls are different.
They step back out of necessity.
They're from all different places of the earth. You're saying that it's just Miami, but how much do you think? Do you really think that they want?
This is where you see showcase delusion, embodied, spoken, admitted to, Every fiber of his being is pathetic and weak, and then he opens his mouth, and then it's even more pathetic and weak. He can't even acknowledge that women want winners, that women prefer to date up and across socioeconomic hierarchies. It's not even controversial. Women admit this, and there's nothing wrong with it, but for some reason, he can't acknowledge this. And of course, that is because when you are part of the radical left-wing mind virus, every aspect of reality enrages you. Any angle of reality that is objective gets in the way of the leftist propaganda, because the leftist propaganda of Marxism says there's no such thing as objective truth.
Does she live on campus and she's a college student?
Yeah.
Then she's going to go ahead and settle for the top guys on her college campus.
Okay, so geography class, so the thing I said earlier. What if she's staying at home? Yeah, I said...
No, literally, that's not what he said. The women on college campuses will prefer to date the biggest winners on the college campuses, because that's the men that are around them, and they date up and across. It's so easy to own them, but it's glorious when they obliterate themselves. Oh, dude, this couldn't have happened to a better person.
It's established of girls getting flown out. It's that the opportunity is there, and on top of that, if you're going to use college girls, for example, right? Because I've talked about this with college campuses, etc. Most of the women gravitate towards the highest status men. Who are these guys? The fraternity guys and the sports guys.
For sex, not for dating. The top guys aren't dating all the women.
They want that guy, and they think they can date that guy. Yeah. So it's difficult for them to go backwards.
So sad to see blue hair, low IQ leftist freaks like influencing young men and trying to literally ruin their lives, make them in the image of this weak, pathetic animal. In some ways, I'm tempted to say that any man that falls for anything Destiny is saying deserves his fate of just being cheated on and being surpassed by other men in every metric of human achievement. But I still want to save the hopeless cases. I do. Destiny is truly low IQ. This is very, very low IQ arguing. No understanding of probabilities at all.
They have an influx of options. Here's the thing.
Wait, what's... Or go ahead. Finish it.
Here's the thing. So I get what you're saying, that, girls have been getting hit on since the 80s and everything else like that.
Denying hypergamy is essentially the exact same thing as denying that women prefer to date men that are taller than them. It's exactly the same vein. Women prefer to date men that make more money than them, are taller than them, are stronger than them, more stress tolerance than they do, come from a higher socioeconomic background, and all of this is natural. They want to look up to the man. They want to admire the man, because being able to respect and admire the man are the precursors for love. Men can fall in love with a woman idealistically. A woman is never truly in love with the man until she can respect him and admire him. That's when the love comes for a woman. Denying that is like saying you don't know what 2 + 2 is.
And then to what you were saying about how, like, oh, well, girls are, the one... Sorry.
This poor pathetic freak. Your wife left you because you're wrong about everything. Oh no. That's brutal. That's brutal. Meanwhile, hot supermodels are lining up to have Andrew Tate's kids. That has got to hurt. And by the way, that is a microcosm of why the left likes to deny reality, because that is such a painful reality to understand and for them to recognize, that Andrew Tate has supermodels lining up to have his kids. And people that follow their ideology are just getting wrecked in real time, that they have to say, no, there's no such thing as truth. There's no such thing as reality. Reality's oppressive. Truth is oppressive. Why are you so bigoted for talking about facts? That's what you're seeing increasingly more and more now, especially the young deranged women exhibiting psychopathology more and more commonly mistake objective reality for oppression. It's something you see all the time.
I lived in California. I lived in Glendale 4 years ago, Culver City 3 years ago, Huntington Beach 2 years ago.
When were you killing it on Tinder?
And not killing it, but like I could probably find like 1 to 2 girls a month.
What year was this?
What? I was like, no, mother, you either act weird, your pictures suck, or you're not putting any effort in. You get shot down by 2 girls on Tinder, and you spend the rest of your life browsing like red pill videos talking about how like all women aren't shit or whatever. Like that's what happened.
Destiny, your own explanation of 1 to 2 a month, maybe, it says a lot. Dude, the guys are struggling, bro. Especially on Tinder, bro.
Okay, apparently in college?
Famous,
wait,
bro.
hold on.
Listening to non-stop low IQ mental errors is actually very difficult. He proved himself wrong multiple times there. Low sex drive, 1 or 2 a month. That's very low. While slandering men that do choose to seek out the truth via the red pill and, studying actual facts. But this is what happens when reality catches up to you. Bro, it'd be amazing to see Destiny in real life. I just tower over him and say, why do you block me, bitch? By the way, this guy has a pretty small Twitter following for being on there for like 7 or 8 years. I think he's only like 50 or 60,000 followers. And he's getting absolutely rinsed, totally, utterly dunked on by the entire side of the internet that cares about reality. Him after realizing how dumb an open relationship is. Women are not capable of being loyal to more than one man. It's in their DNA, and there's nothing wrong with that. That is completely fine. In the exact same way, men are programmed to create value and build resources. Check this out. Oh no! Where's your wife? Oh, she in Sweden? Oh, is she in Norway? Oh, with a dog? Oh no! Oh no! You have blue hair.